Hey guys, today we have my recent luxury purchases update video. I have 10 luxury items that I purchased in the last 6 months or so, and I want to give you an update on how I've been getting on with them. I'm gonna go in the order from my most enjoyed to the least enjoyed. Only one of these items is a total fail, so if you want to find out which item that is, stay with me till the end of the video. It's a really nice spring summer piece, so I am really disappointed it hasn't worked out for me. Also, let me share with you what I've been wearing a lot recently. I have found the best online clothing store for the petites. So I want to share with you some of my favorite spring summer outfits from a brand called Petite Studio. They're the only online brand that have clothing specifically designed for petite women, and they are based in New York. This part of the video is in collaboration with Petite Studio, and I am so glad that I found them. I am 164 centimeters tall, and I think that is borderline regular, borderline petite. But a lot of the times I find regular clothing a little too long on me, and I always have to spend extra money trying to adjust the lengths of a lot of my clothes. And this is the perfect time to show you guys the pieces from Petite Studio because they are currently running a huge Memorial Day sales. They're having 25% off site-wide until the 31st of May. So I'll leave a link to Petite Studio and direct links to my outfits in the description section below. I've been loving this Ambrose dress. The print is so fresh. Of course, the length is perfect for me. You can wear it as a long sleeve dress if you pull the sleeves down, or you could bring the sleeves up and wear it shorter for the summer months. The slit detail on the side of the leg adds a little bit of edginess, and it is so comfortable to move in. It does have the smock detail at the back to give you that flexibility. By the way, I've got everything in the size small and they fit me really comfortably. Another outfit that I've been really enjoying is this set here. I've got the earring blouse and the Cooper shorts. I love the subtle embroidery on the blouse. The color is such a gorgeous cream. The details are so pretty. And my favorite thing about this blouse is that you don't have to iron it. It does not get crinkled easily thanks to this soft material. So it'll be perfect for traveling as well. You can just fold it in your luggage, and I think it'll just be completely fine when you take it out of your suitcase. And the Cooper shorts, I've got it in the camel color, which is a great versatile neutral. I love how it looks a little bit dressy but still playful at the same time. And the material again is something that won't easily crinkle, and it comes with the belt as well. It feels so lightweight, very comfortable. So this is again another great spring summer staple. I have another beautiful summer dress here. This is the Joanne dress with these beautiful watercolor floral prints, a really relaxed fit. It is again a maxi dress, perfect length for the petite. I love this bottom embroidered bit. It makes the dress a lot more interesting. I think this will be a perfect vacation dress. I also got these Romy pants in the color cream. It has a very relaxed silhouette with the adjustable strap here, so you can wear it a little bit looser or a little bit tighter. Love the elasticated back for the extra comfort. And this material is quite a structured material, meaning when you wear it, it won't be all floppy, but it holds a little bit of shape, which looks really neat. It tapers down and the ankles are adjustable as well, so you can wear it slightly tighter. And of course, the length is perfect for us petites. I also got a classic white shirt called the Rowan shirt. It is a boxy style, but it does not overwhelm anyone who has a smaller frame. It is one of those wardrobe staples that we all need to have. I especially love pulling the sleeves up and wearing it like a 3/4 sleeve style. And look how cute the sleeve detail is. You've got the two buttons and you have this pointy edge. What I also noticed about this material is that it was super easy to iron. As soon as I just steamed it over, it just came good really quickly. Finally, we have this beautiful Laney tweed dress. This is so Chanel-esque. I love how well this tweed is done. I love the pearly buttons, all the gold flecks through it. It is a fitted style, but surprisingly comfortable. So this is another piece that I've really been enjoying wearing with my Chanel bag. I hope you like these outfits as much as I do. If you're around my height or even more petite than me, I think you'll really enjoy Petite Studio's pieces. So have a browse on their website. If you find anything that you like, take advantage of their Memorial Day sale, 25% off everything on their website. Again, I'll leave links to all my outfits in the description section below. Thank you so much to Petite Studio for working with me on this video. And as always, thank you guys so much for making these wonderful collaborations possible. Coming in at number 1, we have the classic Chanel ballet flats in the beige lambskin with the black lambskin cap toe with the Chanel stitching at the front of the toe there. I have been really loving these. They are so comfortable. They look so effortlessly chic. I know they are a classic pair of shoes, but for some reason I feel like they've been really popular lately. I've been seeing them on so many bloggers, and of course I've been influenced. They just go with so many outfits. The lambskin is so soft. They're not just comfortable because they are a flat pair of shoes. There are so many flat pairs of shoes that I can think of that are quite uncomfortable, but these just feel so buttery soft on your feet. And of course it is the perfect match with my classic flap in the beige Claire. So this pair of shoes have really allowed me to style my classic flap a lot more as well, which I am loving because that is one expensive handbag that I haven't been getting a lot of use out of until recently. I talked about this in my entire designer handbag collection video. The only thing that I'm not too sure of is the long-term wear and tear. I am aware that it is a light colored lambskin, so I am expecting to see some wear and tear. I just don't know how well it's going to hold up. So maybe a darker color pair would have been a wiser choice, but I just really wanted a pair that will match with my classic flap. Moving on to my second most used recent purchase, which is my Seline Triomphe belt with the black shiny leather strap. When I bought this belt back in January, I honestly wasn't sure if I was gonna get a lot of wear out of it, because even though I love the Triomphe logo, I thought maybe it'll be like the Gucci logo belt all over again, where I'll just get sick of it really quickly. Even though the logo is maybe not as well known, I think it is becoming really recognizable because of the popularity of the Seline Triomphe lines. But even then, I think it's not too loud because it is a little bit thinner. I believe this one is 2 centimeters in width, and I find this width the perfect size where it's not too wide and it's not too slim. And I've actually been really enjoying this buckle. I am not a huge logo mania person, but for some reason this one I've really not been minding. You guys also know that I have been eyeing a Seline Triomphe bag for ages now. I don't know why I haven't bought it yet, but I am still really obsessed with it. So it was a little bit of a test run for me to see how I love the logo, how I like the Triomphe buckle by dabbling into the style with a smaller investment piece like a belt, to see if I got sick of the Triomphe thing quickly or if I still like it. And after 5 months of having this, I still really love it. And so far the wear and tear has been pretty good, considering it is a smooth shiny leather. I really don't see any marks, and I haven't really babied it. I just wore it how I'd wear my belts. I also wasn't 100% sure about my size because when I bought this, I was still in the process of getting back to my pre-pregnancy weight, but I ended up going with the size 70, thinking that used to be my size before the pregnancy, and it is the perfect size for me. I usually wear it with more high-waisted shorts or pants, and the size 70 is perfect. So I've been getting a ton of wear out of this one and have been really loving it. My next favorite recent purchase is my Deia Vancouver bag in the off-white color with this beautiful shiny gold hardware. I've talked about this bag in a couple of videos previously recently, so I'm not gonna go into too much details about how I feel about this bag, but honestly, I've been really enjoying this. This color is so fresh. I mean, look how nice it is against the summery dress that I'm wearing now. It looks so sleek. Considering it's a white bag, it has been holding up really well after months of consistent use. I got this back in November of last year, so I've had it for 6 months already, and I used this so much more than I initially thought. To be honest with you, I only got this bag because it was really popular on Instagram, and I kept seeing it on so many people that this again was a bit of an influenced purchase, but I am so glad that I got this. I love it so much that I actually want another one in a smaller size in the same Vancouver style, maybe in a darker color. The price point is just so reasonable. I believe it retails for like 700 Australian dollars. It also gives me the Hermes Constance vibes, obviously without the big H buckle. And I have to say the leather quality is of course not really on par with something like Hermes leather, but for the price point, it still has a really nice leather, really great craftsmanship, and it fits a ton. So this bag has just been an absolute go-to for me. Next up, I have my new everyday bag, which is my JW Anderson corner bag in the small size in the black smooth leather with the gold hardware. This is another bag that I've talked about a lot in a previous video, so I'll link those videos down below if you haven't checked them out already. So I won't bore you with too many details because I'll be repeating myself so much if I did. But this is another great bag at a great price point, and it has a really interesting design. Really love this metal buckle. I love that it is not a bag design that you see on so many people. It's more unique. It looks great with a casual outfit, but it also looks pretty good with a more dressed up outfit. When I unboxed this bag, a lot of you guys pointed out to me that the mouth opening looks really small in this bag, and you are right, it is pretty small. So it's not a very wide access, and it's a bit of a black hole in there because it does have the black lining, but it doesn't really bother me too much, which I again covered in the previous video because I usually don't have that many things in my bags anyway. This is a lot bigger than my mini bags, and when I'm grabbing my things, I usually just feel for it and grab out whatever I need to grab out, so I don't necessarily have to be looking in there. I can generally find what I'm looking for really quickly by feeling them, but I do have to be honest, it is a little bit small and it could be quite annoying for some people. Anyway, I've been getting a lot of use out of this, so this is again a bag that I've been really enjoying. Next up, we have my Dior silk 90cm by 90cm scarf in the oblique pattern. The colorway I chose is this silvery gray with the navy reverse side, and you do have Christian Dior written down the bottom on one of the borders. I actually don't wear any of my silk 90 by 90cm square scarves as a scarf. It's just not my look. I think it just looks a little bit too serious and preppy, but what I love wearing my silk scarves for is styling them as tops, and this is no exception. I have two Hermes silk scarves the same size, one Chanel scarf again the same size. So this is the fourth scarf in that same exact measurement that I added, and I have to say this is probably my favorite one out of the four in my collection because it just looks really modern and classic all at the same time, but also it is reversible. You can wear it on the silver side and you can flip it around and you can wear it on the navy side. So I think it's a pretty good deal. It's almost like 2-in-1, like the reversible belt. I got this as a Christmas present last year, so I've had these for about 5 months now. For all the summer months, I've really been enjoying wearing this as a top and wore it a few times. So the cost per wear has been great on this one. If you were to get a top similar to this from Dior, you probably have to pay $2,000-$3,000 easy, but this scarf was $900 and you get two colorways, so I thought this was a great deal. And the oblique pattern is so classic for Dior that it will never go out of fashion. The silk also feels pretty thick and substantial. I noticed that with my Chanel square scarf, the silk is a lot thinner, so when I wear it as a top, it doesn't look as great. It looks a little bit floppy, whereas my Hermes scarves and this Dior scarf have a bit of thickness to them, so I do really love the way they look styled as tops. Now, the next few items I also really love, but have a little bit of a niggle with, so I want to give you my honest thoughts on these items. So the next item is my Loewe basket bag in the classic style, the tan leather, in the medium size. I actually really love the look of this bag. It is such a great bag for spring and summer. You just toss everything in and go. It looks great with basically any summer outfits, and the price point is pretty reasonable for a designer brand bag. I paid something like 870 Australian dollars for this. I believe the current retail is $950, but I found the old price on Farfetch, so I snapped it up. I actually got a lot of use out of it this spring and summer because I love the look of it. But I have to say, it's not a bag that I really enjoy using in terms of comfort, but I am happy to just use it, even though I do have those few niggles because of how good it looks. It's just the aesthetic that I really, really love. So a couple of things. One is that it is really boxy, and it basically just stays boxy and open all the time. So even if you wear it, you really cannot have it any closer to your body. It just keeps bouncing up. Maybe after I wear it a bit more, it will relax a bit more, but at the moment it's really stiff. It always sticks out of my body a lot. The security is not really an issue because I usually have all my things in the dust bag that the bag came in, and you can even tie this drawstring around one of the straps and have the dust bag completely closed. The other thing, considering that it is a larger size bag, you can't actually fit that much. You can, but it's really hard to keep your things organized because the base is really narrow compared to the top. Even when I try to fit my laptop in it, not that we're carrying this to work or anything, but I take my laptop everywhere in case I can get a little bit of editing done or something. But anyway, that's just one example. If you have one bigger item, it won't go all the way to the bottom. Say if you have an A4 book, it will kind of stop here because of the width of the item. And then that bottom bit becomes pretty useless, or if the other things sink to the bottom of the bag, it's really hard to grab them. So it's a really sort of awkward shape to use. It's completely fine if you only have a couple of things in there. But when we carry a large bag like this, the expectation is that we can fit a lot in it. And even though you can, it's actually quite disorganized in there when you have a few too many things in there. So I'd say this purchase was still worthwhile for me, purely based on the look, how much I love it. And I know I'm going to continue to use it every single spring and summer, but those couple of things are definitely worth your consideration if you might find those issues a bit of a deal breaker for you. Or the other thing, I thought this would be a great vacation bag, but I realized I am not going to be able to take this on a holiday anywhere. It's just going to be so awkward to fit in your suitcase, but I wouldn't use it as a carry-on bag for your flight or anything because it is just so open and so boxy and cumbersome. You're going to end up hitting everyone in the plane, getting through the aisles. So I just don't think it'll be a really good bag to travel with. I definitely thought about some other wicker basket bag versions, especially from Loewe. They do so many of those basket bags. They have different designs where they have the slimmer profiles for a very similar look. But for me, I just really don't love any of the other designs as much as I love the design of this one. So I still went for the design, even though I kind of knew that it was going to be a cumbersome bag. So yeah, they are my honest thoughts on the Loewe basket bag. Next up, we have the Hermes chaper sandals. This is another item that I actually quite enjoy wearing. I do love the look of them and I still enjoy wearing them, but I have to say they are not the most comfortable pair of shoes. I got them thinking that these are going to be a lot more comfortable than my Oran sandals because look how much more comfortable the footbed looks. It's got a thicker sole, the rubber bottoms. Actually, the rubber bottoms are great because you don't slip on these as you do with your Orans, which are just sort of suede bottoms with the molding there even. It looks like a really comfortable pair of shoes, but the footbed is actually really, really hard. So when I walk in them, I feel like these shoes feel so clunky. And the straps here, maybe they'll soften over time, but these are really stiff as well. But I feel like they are probably going to stay stiff, especially this bit here, because of how hard the leather feels. So I love the look of them, but it's just not as comfortable as I expected them to be. You guys know that hubby also bought the exact same pair and he finds them really uncomfortable. And he noticed that with the men's versions, the H is actually thicker. So the cutouts are smaller. His theory is that that's probably why his are even more uncomfortable than mine. On comfort, I still give them like a 6, 7 out of 10. So not the most comfortable, but I can still wear them around. But for him, he just really finds them uncomfortable wear even for a little while. So that's how I feel about the chaper sandals. Now, the next two items are really recent purchases for me. You may be a little surprised to hear how I feel about this one, but anyway, the next item is my Hermes Birkin 25 in the color Etoupe in turbo leather with the gold hardware. I technically love everything about this bag. It is a Birkin 25, which is one of my favorite styles. It is in a beautiful neutral color that can be styled with anything really. And don't get me wrong, of course, I absolutely love this bag in my collection. And of course, these are first world problems. But you know, this bag made me realize that I am never gonna be one of those Birkin or Kelly collectors. And what I mean by that is, even though I really love the Birkin and the Kelly, I think one or two of each is more than enough for me. I just don't think I need so many multiple colors in these bags. I mean, unless they come up with a color that I just absolutely love. But what I realized after getting this bag is I really feel like it's just the same bag in a different color. You guys know that I did already own the Barania and the gold Birkin 25s, and I love them to bits. So I thought, of course, it's a Birkin 25, I'm gonna love it so, so much. But I realized I really don't need that many Birkins in my life. There are more interesting bags out there, so I may actually say this officially on my channel. I don't think there'll be any more Birkins in my collection. I am really content with my current collection. Again, with the exception if they come up with a crazy, beautiful color that I just can't get over. Of course, we may change our minds, but as of right now, I think I am good with Birkins. The next item are these day sneakers from Hermes that I picked up on the same day that I got my Birkin because I thought the color matched perfectly and I wanted a casual pair of shoes to go with my very casual Birkin. So far, I've been really enjoying wearing these, but I only wore them twice and they really didn't require any break-in time, so they were pretty comfortable from the get-go. These day sneakers are pretty popular in the all-white version. So I've always been interested in the day sneaker style, but obviously I didn't want to buy the white ones because I do have enough white sneakers in my collection. So when I saw this color with the bag, I thought this is the perfect pair to buy. The reason why this one is not ranking any higher on my recent purchases list is because I honestly don't think it's really worth the price point. I was really distracted by the Birkin and how well this color matched to the Birkin that when I bought this pair, I honestly didn't even think about the price, but when I came home and looked at the receipt, I was like, these shoes are like $2,500 Australian, and I thought, I don't know if these are really worth $2,500. They are just a pair of sneakers. It was a total spur of the moment purchase. I wasn't really thinking straight, but if I was to analyze my purchases, I don't think I would have really bought these, but now that I have them, I am definitely just gonna get the wear out of these. I do genuinely love the style. I just don't think it's really worth the price point. But with Hermes non-bag items, we all know that the resale value is so bad that I'm not even going to consider rehoming these. I'm just going to get my money's worth out of these by just wearing them a lot, and they're comfortable, which helps. Wow, it's only 4 in the afternoon and it's gotten so dark that I had to put on the ceiling lights. So if the lighting doesn't look quite okay, I'm sorry, that's why. But this brings us to my total miss of a purchase, which is a pair of Manolo shoes. I have not even worn them once. And I'm really disappointed because I thought these would be great spring summer shoes. Let me show you. These are the Maysail mules in this beautiful blushy nude color in the kitten heels. I believe these are like 4.5 centimeters or 5 centimeter heel height. I got these not long after giving birth because I thought I'm gonna need some lower heel shoes that are comfortable to wear, that still look nice and put together. And there was this Instagrammer that I was really obsessed with. She's not on Instagram anymore. She was a Paris-based girl and she styled her Maysail mules with her Birkin and some other beautiful bags in her collection. And I thought I need to get a pair of these. But I feel really insecure in these shoes. Obviously the base is really hard because they are a heeled pair of shoes, but because the shoe is so short at the front there, I feel like whenever I try to walk in them, I feel like my whole foot is trying to come out of the shoe. There's nothing securing my foot into the shoe at all. So I feel like my feet are just come out of the shoes and I'm gonna fall over. I just don't feel comfortable wearing them. I honestly thought this was going to be the best spring summer shoe with my new baby. It's got the lower heel height. It's got that beautiful spring summer color. So it's a beautiful color that will go with all my summer dresses. So I had high hopes for these, but I just really feel like my feet are not gonna stay in the shoe. I should have gone for the style where it has the back strap. I'm not sure if they're comfortable because the strap could be digging into your ankle, but at least your feet will feel pretty secure in those. Oh, not to mention the size. I got these a half size larger than my usual size. So these are in a size 38.5. And again, I bought these soon after giving birth, so I was still a lot bigger than my usual size. A lot of people told me that my feet will not go back to the pre-pregnancy size. A lot of people's feet stay like half size or even full size larger than they were before, and they just stay like that forever. So when I got these a half size larger, I tried them on and they fit pretty well. And I thought them being an open back, even if my feet shrink back a little, they're going to be fine in terms of sizing. But since I lost all my pregnancy weight, I really feel like my feet have gone back to their original size, and I feel like the shoes stick out a little bit too much at the back for my preference, and I feel like that makes the shoe feel even more slippery. So this is a bit of a fail purchase in every way, and I don't even know what to do with them because I feel shoes are so hard to sell, and I'm probably gonna get pennies for them even if someone was interested in them. So I honestly don't know what to do with them, but I just wanted to share my thoughts with you guys. So this was the update on every single luxury item I purchased in the last 6 months or so. Thank you again to Petite Studio for working with me on this video. Don't forget to check out their 25% off site-wide Memorial Day sale. I've left links to everything in the description section below. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. As always, thank you so much for watching and spending some of your precious time with me today. And I can't wait to see you again soon in my next video. Bye guys.